Logan and I are in the convention hall in New Orleans, and I'd like to give you just kind of a preview of what's coming up tomorrow. It's Monday night. For the last day and a half, there have been speakers here at the Pastors Conference, men and in some cases their sons. For instance, Josh and Bailey Smith spoke, other pastors and their sons spoke. It's really been a good meeting. The convention itself starts Tuesday morning at 8:30 prompt. Tomorrow morning I'm going to be going to the Founders Breakfast, where Tom Nettles, a friend of mine, professor of history at Southern, is going to be speaking on the future of the Southern Baptist Convention. I'm particularly interested in that because of a statement on a white paper regarding salvation as seen by traditional Baptists. Many believe that paper, which came out a few weeks ago, is an attempt to expose and disenfranchise Calvinists in the Southern Baptist Convention. Now, I do not hold to many of the things that John Calvin holds to or held to, including infant baptism and the union of church and state, but I am absolutely convinced that if there are some who are attempting to disenfranchise Calvinists, pretty soon the convention that we know, the Southern Baptist Convention, the Great Commission Convention, is going to continue to get smaller and smaller and smaller. We cooperate around the gospel of Jesus Christ, and it's my desire for our convention to continue to be a standard bearer for how conservative evangelical Christians cooperate on the mission field. And it's been my mantra for the last 7 years that in the Southern Baptist Convention, we must learn to cooperate. We must learn to get the gospel out to people like we saw the other night on Bourbon Street who are in need of the Lord Jesus Christ. Jack Graham has just finished his message here. He's pastor at Prestonwood Baptist Church in Plano, Texas, and we're about to go into the second speaker on Monday night. But the two things I think we will be looking forward to tomorrow are, first of all, the breakfast, and I'll be reporting on that, and then second, the election of Fred Luter Jr., the first African-American president of the Southern Baptist Convention. That election will be tomorrow afternoon at 2:30. Other than that, this frankly is going to be a pretty low-key convention. If anything happens that I think is interesting, we'll try to tell you about it. Logan and I are going to do maybe a couple of humorous videos here, but today is just kind of a review of what's coming up tomorrow, and the two important things are the Founders Breakfast at 7, which we'll be at, and then tomorrow afternoon the election of Fred Luter Jr. There could be some recommendations, some resolutions that come forth. Frank Page, my friend, who's the executive director of the Southern Baptist Convention, has said that he'd like to maybe develop a task force to look into the Calvinism issue. We'll be talking about that if that happens. Otherwise, have a good evening, and we'll look forward to talking to you tomorrow.